Maybe.
I'm unable to clearly see what's happening before me. Why don't you provide the food I need when there's no rice left in our house? I'm starving, Mother. Why can't I eat? Why won't you let me eat?
My father spends the whole day by the river searching tirelessly. There are 2 fish sometimes or none at all. I told you to eat calmly.
Without rice to sate his hunger, he remains unsatisfied. This home can no longer keep me. I'm leaving.
Why must I fail my wife, unable to feed her properly? I've scoured the river, but the fish evade me, leaving the water barren. Still I'm told to stay and endure.
Go ahead, take as much as you want. Let me show you how much effort it takes to safeguard a child.
If you can't provide what's needed within a month, I'll handle it myself. Hunger isn't acceptable, Father.
Offer this situation to the Creator's will. What must I do to continue protecting my child's well-being?
My mother is reduced to nothing as usual. Why can't you decide whether to feed the kittens or to withhold?
I'll share it, Dad.
The river has completely dried up, devoid of fish. Your father arrives empty-handed, and as a burner, I'll make sure to feed you much better.
I would much prefer venturing into the forest to escape living in this house, as it feels like a slow path to demise.
My father is deep within the woods, leaving me in solitude and facing alone.
I feel lost thinking about what I might do, especially if I don't get sustenance at home and have to find the forest.
Please don't leave either this house or that one tomorrow. Perhaps Kyle might catch a fish and offer us hope.
Grant me the chance to catch fish, and I promise not to conceal the truth from you anymore.
Are you truly wishing for my father to starve? Consider the real weight of such a desire. Facing hunger under a burnt home, I plead to my Creator to grant me grace as I struggle not to eat. If no succor arrives, I delve into a looming worldly darkness.
Hi, the Creator. Should I sense pity again in me? Let my children sustain themselves while sparing them unnecessary burden. They deserve nourishment and opportunity.
Do I blame God? Why don't you give me food at home? There is no rice in my mother's eyes. Water in my father's mouth is happy. Give us some food. I know I can live by eating a little. This is a magnificent tree, one that produces fruit deemed fit for the royalty of this forest. Regardless of how unusual I may be, I'll consume this fruit. There is absolutely no cowardice here. After 2 days without food, even a little sustenance would satisfy me.
Maybe.
I'm unable to clearly see what's happening before me.
my child, though not yet born, you are reborn. I cannot continue living as a mere child.
If you choose not to return home, how can we possibly sustain ourselves while relying on the bus?
Consume food from your mother's home. If there were a tiger in the forest, where could I possibly locate my child?
No, I won't discuss these matters. No matter how far I must delve, I'll enter the forest and call upon Pollard.
Do not hastily label him as simply a lunatic. Maybe that's it. Individuals who have lost their way may continue to wander.
I cannot accurately convey my intentions. What would you interpret if I fail to retrieve my vehicle?
What on earth happened to my dear baby? I absolutely cannot imagine life without them.
Lord above, please rescue me and save my beloved son.
Daddy, please don't cry. Once you find me, I'll be okay. Remember, I have to work at precisely 1 o'clock.
I explained to him that I was searching for him once more.
Mention there is fruit on that tree at exactly 1 o'clock in the forest. Pick the fruit and toss it into the river. That's the way to bring me back.
You tell me how to return to the river.
This is part of the Creator's grand game. You have no reason to fear. This is simply what must be done to return home.
In a vivid dream, I see a boy who tells me there is a piece of fruit beneath the tree. At exactly 1 peak, I plan to retrieve it and bring it back to the river.
You're absolutely out of your mind and have been merely dreaming.
This isn't merely a dream of the Creator. I feel compelled to return to the polar lands, but I'll still venture into the woods regardless.
Please don't delay visiting my grandmother, Amanda. She is waiting. Liar! Or go. Chunky.
If you want something,
It happens.
Rest assured, I'll make sure to bring you back safely and sound.
I just walked around in the morning. Why does my face seem to be the source of bewilderment today? Let's understand the cause. Absolutely true and accurate. I would truly and sincerely feel so very grateful.
I'll go. Let's go. This is undoubtedly the exact book I have always dreamed about in my heart and mind.
I've absolutely never encountered anything quite like this before in all my life, so please be extremely cautious and careful.
You've actually dreamed about encountering me. When I'm right in the middle of the flowing river, I'll make sure to bring you back to where the river journey also began.
It's somewhat comparable to a half-full glass of water. You're simply just observing it without considering further.
Where could you have genuinely and truly originated from? The Lord Himself has ultimately guided you safely back to us at home.
It can't be done without God's mercy.
Today is the village.
It's history, Ray.
Dad, I went to another world.
where was my mother's tender and loving heart?
He shared with me how his overwhelming thoughts were driving him mad everywhere.
I know the surreal sensation when eating this fruit. It transported me to another reality with its flavor.
My father felt neither hunger nor appetite. The meat tasted exactly how everyone enjoys. I've explored fields teeming with vibrant fish. Though my mother was ecstatic, her happiness remained incomplete without her own mother. I dreamed of a day when my father would reach the river and bring me back to life.
How wonderful is the grace of God!
You can truly imagine what the world looked and felt like back then.
Everyone cherished each other deeply. There were no conflicts, no hostility, just resonant laughter and joy.
It genuinely appeared to be an idyllic and harmonious world filled with contentment.
Peace remains elusive in this realm, Father. Everything stems from the mercy and blessings of the Divine Creator.
Dad, I'm dreaming again. I'm wondering why there's a tree beneath another tree. If the tree burns, won't we lose the fire forever? This is the only way to spend an entire day fishing, but still, the rice arrangements seem neglected.
God truly shows mercy to people like this, extending a hand of compassion and grace.
Don't I live in the village?
Baby, do you hear me?
See those mysterious ball hails from another world, casting fruit into the river and then returning to the pole like a magical phenomenon.
I understand this is a blessing from God, yet I know it transcends mere belief and enters deeper reflections of faith.
I firmly believe the tree may produce even more abundant fruit in time, and by delving into its bounty, prosperity could follow.
Do not succumb to the tempting allure of the Creator's blessings. Taking reckless action may bring devastating consequences.
Let us assess our journey and reflect upon our path repeatedly. For wherever I stand, this is where the fruitfulness manifests in my life.
I'll work outside.
This is related to the ultimate creator. I urge you not to delve into this matter again, as eventually I will succumb to the inevitable.
When God provides nothing, venturing deep into the forest might hold the serenity I seek.
Should God's grace be genuine this time, my destiny shall unfold. However, if greed dominates, the dangers will undoubtedly return.
Whatever I say to the creator, I will have to.
So if he goes to Mahesh's song, he'll stop the trouble.
I will retrieve the treasures borne by the tree and alter the course of our luck, revealing truths and opportunities upon my return.
The lion.
Fortune blesses us here at home, yet we refuse to remain idle. I will secure the fruits of my desires and dreams.
In the early hours, I shall venture out to the forest, seeking to discover any harvest beneath the branches of the trees.
What are your thoughts on this? Let me remind you repeatedly, I will bear the burden of sin emerging unharmed, and I promise to tell you everything.
Rachel, fear no longer consumes me. With fortune on my side, no one can hold me back from my destiny. There's truly no mistake here. May fortune favor me to seize the fruit I'm after. This time, the reins of your destiny rest firmly within my control.
No, fear will not take hold. My courage empowers me to sing with all my heart.
Loss of fear.
You can call the way.
By burning it in the fire, there will be an abundance of fruit. Prosperity shall be mine, ample food and generous wealth.
What actions will you take amidst the blaze? I'm scared.
Throughout my life, I have witnessed countless scenarios akin to what is written in the sacred scriptures, aligned with eternal wisdom.
If we don't take action, we'll inevitably open up our fortune. So trust me completely, Ray.
This time around, our loving parents will finally have enough nourishment and we will no longer endure the torment of hunger. My parents are truly no longer struggling with hunger anymore.
Dear God, how are things in your divine realm?
Remarkably, there seems to be a profound shortage of humor in the air.
By the grace of Almighty God, which is truly magnificent, how long has it been since we last had a proper meal? I feel like something is missing this time. Gone away, think.
This time, I promise I won't overlook my parents. I'll take joy in eating and I won't allow myself to feel sorrowful.
Yes, Margot? Give me sorrow. So that's the last one.
You're no longer being forgotten. Ultimately, with unwavering faith, God has illuminated the way to rid ourselves of all pain and achieve true peace.
Consider all the ways you can enhance your child's joy and self-assurance.
This is the real treasure. Siddharth's family found lasting serenity and happiness, continuing their days free from that night's burdens.
If you enjoy our story, kindly make sure to hit the subscribe button to stay updated.
Tell me at one more.
How did you feel about the story?